Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop. So this is going to be the first episode of our Christmas in June, and we're going to be doing an icicle decoration, and we're going to be doing it out of 3/8 inch round. We only need about maybe a 4 6-inch piece, maybe 8-inch piece. So if you have any drops, it's actually a great way to use up those small pieces that you have. So I'm going to start up the forge and get going, and I hope you enjoy. So first up, we're going to hit it, round off the tip. So what we're going to do is actually hit it back into the metal and more upset it than your normal taper of bringing it down. And then we're going to flatten it out to about 2/3 of the thickness. We're going to do it. We're going to flatten it out all the way down to the piece. And then on the other end, this end, the side, on the opposite side of when you round it off already, we're going to do a taper. Straighten it out. So you should have something like this. Let's see if I can get it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to punch a hole in the top here. Now you can either punch it or you can drill it out. I'm going to punch it. Now once you get almost all the way, you should be able to see a dark spot on the back, and that's where you drive it through with the punch. And you should get a plug like that. Now alternatively, if you don't have a punch or a drill press, what you can do is, on the side with the hole, that's how we're hanging it, what you can do is just taper that and actually make a little loop so you can hang it. So we're just going to do some plenishing while it's still at cold temperature, straighten it out a little bit more. And then what we're going to do is heat up the whole piece and make a twist in it. Now I'm just going to use a pair of adjustable wrench or adjustable nut rounders and just grab the top and twist it. Now you can twist it as much as you want. If you want a tight spiral, feel free to do a tight spiral. While it's still warm, to straighten it up a little bit, just take it in your vise and squeeze it. Just work yourself around, give it a little squeeze. Straighten any wonkiness that you have in it. And then at this point, you just finish it however you want. You can leave it how it is, leave it rough, or you can wire wheel it, or you can just take your wire brush and brush it out. What I'm going to do is, what I do with most of my finishes, I take it on the bench grinder with a wire wheel, clean all this scale off, heat it back up, and put some linseed oil on it. Now with my pieces, I like to give it a little bit of color by heating up the metal piece after it's been cleaned. So what you can do is, like I'm doing right now, shut off your forge at the end of the day and throw it in while it still has heat on the forge, and that will give it a little bit of color. Alternatively, if you don't have a propane forge, or you know, you're trying to do this in a hurry, you can use a propane torch. I've done that many times to give it color. Or you can take a bigger chunk of steel, heat it up in your forge, and then put the piece on top of it. So after we get the color that you want, just take it out, and while it's still warm, take a rag with linseed oil. Well, I use linseed oil. You can also use beeswax as well to protect it, or as I dropped it, or a combination of both, linseed oil mixed with some beeswax. And this just protects it from rusting out. And it also gives it a little bit of shine. And here is the finished product. The one on the right is with the punch, and the one that's on the left is the one with the taper and a little hook put into it to hang it. Well, I hope you enjoy the first episode of Christmas in June. So, nice, quick, easy icicles that you guys can make. I use 3/8 round, but you can use flat bar, square, and this is just one way to do it. You can change the twist in it, you can add chisel designs in it. You know, you can just make it your own. Get out there on the forge and just, you know, make what you want. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see other Christmas decoration ones, they'll be up here if I have them posted. If not, it'll be random videos. And if you like this one and you want to see the next ones and get notification, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, thanks.